Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thursday, April 3rd. We're officially in April 2025, and I was gone. I left on the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. I didn't get back till very late on the 31st, almost midnight, which would have been the 1st. So that's why I've been MIA here on the channel. I went to Las Vegas to network and meet and market and hang out with some people in the industry and some friends and just kind of, make some new connections. If you don't know, in this business, making new connections is so important. In particular, meeting somebody who might be able to buy wholesale inventory from me. I get a ton of inventory, so I meet somebody like that. I get their phone, I hang out with them, I get their messenger, and we do business in the future. I've done business with 1,000 people that I've met that way in Vegas and other cities, Dallas and Phoenix and places that I go to conferences. So that's why I was there. I was in Las Vegas for a few nights. And unfortunately, as you saw in the title of this video, it was probably the single worst weekend of my life. So what happened was we ended up going to a casino, a hotel, a casino for a show by Martin Garrix. He's a world famous DJ. If you don't know who he is, look him up. I'll put a picture up. And unfortunately, it appears, and I don't know this for sure, but pretty confident, that I was targeted because we were in a VIP section where we spent a lot of money to be in the VIP section. Well, I didn't, somebody else did. Grateful for that. But thieves target those sections because they know typically the people in those sections probably have money or at least something. And I was targeted by what appears to be a very professional group or person or persons who were able to get a hold of my phone and my wallet. I know that sounds really bad, right? I have a new phone. I have everything shut off. It was a nightmare to change everything over, but let me tell you what happened. And I can't say for sure 100%, but essentially we were sitting on couches like this and they had like a second level where you could sit up on the back of them and we had a little table. And so it was a matter of, sitting it down. I had my wallet and my phone kind of like together, setting them down for the matter of all of a second, and then somebody just grabs it and they're gone. And you would say, okay, your phone has passwords, right? Facial ID, it does. If you don't get the Face ID right, then obviously you can just punch in the little code. And how would they get my code? Well, nobody knows my code except me and probably Kate. But my code, unfortunately, it's not an easy guess. It's not my birthday. It's nothing like that. It's just that if you're in a very dark location like we were, and I'm on my phone all night and I'm going like this, like, oh, somebody that's professional, and this is why we think they're good at what they do, especially with what happened next, I'm gonna explain to you. They watched over my shoulder and just saw me type in the code. As soon as they snatch your phone, they get into your phone, they turn the code off, they can go to settings, they know the password, boop, boop, turn it off, and now they have access to your phone. And unfortunately, in my phone, I have my financial apps, my bank account app, my credit card apps, my Credit Karma app, my Chase Capital One Spark business card. That's my business credit card account. And you can log into that and it's the same code. Lesson learned, shame on me. I use the same code that I log into my phone with to log into my Chase account, my Spark card, my BOA card. So if you were to do that and the Face ID failed on those apps, you would just type in the code and then you're in. Trust me, lesson learned. Everything has been changed. Everything is different now. Everything is ridiculous. No one will ever get into my stuff again, I assure you. So that's what they did. And they charged up a ton of stuff. Burberry, Saks Fifth Avenue, Tory Burch. They spent somewhere in the neighborhood of the mid 30,000 range on my cards and everything. My cards started flagging fraud, but they got away with a lot of purchases before it flagged fraud. The other problem is some of those that flagged fraud texted my phone and said, hey, was this you? If so, press yes to approve. And of course, they were in possession of my phone. So they were able to waive off the fraudulent charges and then continue charging them up until my accounts ran out of money. And when I tell you running out of money in some of the accounts, they charged $2,400 to Burberry, $1,100 to Tory Burch. They charged Walmart and Target online orders for like $3,000, $4,000. When I tell you they spent just in my one account like 30, 40 grand, that was one account. I'm not even counting the credit card damage they did. So long story short, they are reversing all of this. It's a slow process. A lot of it has been reversed. I have all new cards. Obviously, all the cards were shut off. They issued me all new cards. My phone was shut off, mobily erased. I have a new phone. I went through like 70 websites and apps, changed all the passwords, all the Face IDs, went into those, changed the two-factor authentication to no longer go to the number, to do something else, which I'm not going to say, but obviously everything is secure now. I am in charge of everything. I have that, so I'm just waiting for the money to all be replaced. I spent hours on the phone with each and every bank and institution and credit card telling them, not my charge, nope, not that charge. They go down the list of charges, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. They put it all in, and it takes, this all happened over the weekend, so now today's Thursday. It takes 3 to 5 business days. Some of it has shown Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some more showed today. So I'm getting money back. I have money, I can live, I can survive again. But it was a lot of money. In all, it ended up being almost 6 figures. So just to give you an idea of how much damage they did, it was crazy. Everything from Burberry and Tory Burch to Taco Bell at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's a nightmare. The other problem, obviously, my license was in my wallet, which was stolen. And my concealed carry permit for here in Florida, which we don't require anymore, but it's a picture ID. So getting back from the airport without a license is a nightmare. If it ever happens to you, it requires an extra hour to an hour and a half to answer questions, to go through a security process, to answer questions about your mom's maiden name and your mom's date of birth and your dad and where you were born and all this stuff, so they can confirm you are who you are. You get patted down, you get the wand, you get the bomb detecting stuff that they put all through your suitcase and your packaging. And that's what that took for me to get through security without a license. Come back home, thankfully I have a passport here, which was expired, and I just got a new passport, so I was able to take that to the DMV and get a new license pretty quick. I was in and out actually in like less than 30 minutes, so that was cool. New license, new all that, order a new wallet, and all the new cards will be here. The wallet will be restored by next week. Everything will be back the way it was. Hopefully all the money will be reversed. Enough has been reversed now that I can make it to next week and the week after and a couple weeks, and then by then all the rest should be reversed. So life lesson, guys. Like, don't lose your stuff. Don't take your eyes off of it for a second. These people are good. They know what they're doing. And, if they get both of your items, you're in big trouble. Yikes. So, something that's never happened to me. I've never had a wallet or a phone stolen in 20 some years of being an adult, 22 years. But it is what it is. It can happen to anyone. And it happened to me, and it sucks. And it's, absorbed at least 3 to 4 full days of my life. Like, I have not worked. I've not recorded videos. You guys have seen there's been no content posted. I have literally just been on the phone. Like, I would call Bank of America and then get transferred around for 30 minutes, go over the transactions with them. It's an hour call. Hang up, call Capital One, call Spark. I had to call Apple. I had to go through all the iTunes lockouts. I still had my watch. They didn't get my watch, but I had to lock out the phone. I had to make sure there was no way they could connect remotely to my computer and my devices, my iPad, because I have that set up, like remote connections, so that if I'm out of town or away, I can still connect to my other devices. I had to shut all that down. I had to. I have an Apple credit card, like through Goldman Sachs. With my Apple account, because I buy all my Apple devices on that every year, and I get like 12 months free interest. And so every year I upgrade iPads or computers or watches or phones, and so I get 12 months to just pay them off like interest free. So I always do that. So I have an Apple credit card. Had to get that shut down and get a new one of those sent to me. Obviously, I had to go into Verizon. I have Verizon service, so I had to go into Verizon and get a new phone, which isn't the worst thing ever. It cost me some money in the trade-in because I don't have the phone to trade in. That sucks. So I lost that trade-in credit. But everything else, really, it wasn't a huge financial hit once everything gets reversed. I had to pay for the license, of course, which was like $35. I lost the trade-in value of my phone, which was several hundred. That sucks. But the in town, I actually went, I used a friend's credit card because I had no money. I had no way to pay for anything, but they know I'm good for it. So I sent it back to them once I got home. But I used their credit card to go take Ubers to Walmart to buy a burner phone for like $30, $40. So I could have a phone to call and text and let everyone back here that I'm in touch with, including Kate, of course, know what had happened. So I had a way to communicate at least with calls and texts, but I had no contacts on my phone. Thankfully, I know her phone number by heart, and I was able to tell her to have other people send my burner phone number messages. So that was probably like, between the Ubers and the phone and the minutes, was probably like $100, $115, plus the wallet. So it's like $150. That's what that cost me, hard money. Replacing, the credit cards is free. The fraud gets reversed. Everything gets put back in the bank, and it shouldn't really cost me any more money other than just the cost of getting a new wallet, the cost of getting a new phone case, which was $20, and then the lost trade-in. So really, it's a few $100 life lesson and a major headache and loss of work time. It could have been much worse. I don't know that it could have been much worse. It was as bad as it could have got, but that's the story. That's where I've been the last few days this week, Monday through, I got home Sunday night / Monday morning, and that's what I've been doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now. 4 days of my life. This happened Saturday morning, and between Saturday and Sunday when I flew out, there was really nothing I could do. I had no access to anything. I wasn't home. And I just kind of just sat around and let my friends pay for me for food and drink so I could survive for 2 days till I got to fly home. So big shout out and props to Ashlyn Haddon for taking care of me while I was doing that. And Ashlyn, if you're seeing this, I paid you back. I sent you some money today, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the story of quite possibly the single worst weekend of my life. At least I can sit here and laugh about it now. It's not funny, and these were professional thieves for sure. But keep a hold of your stuff, guys and girls. Don't let it go. Don't let it out of your sight. Also, if you follow me on social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I have changed all those logins. So if anything is posted there that's really out of the norm or weird, please let me know. If it doesn't seem like it was me that was posting it, let me know. I think they're all kicked out of all my accounts. I don't think anyone has any access to anything of mine, but just in case. Yeah, let me know. So, and the passwords I changed are different to every single thing. They're incredibly, ridiculously difficult. They have nothing to do with nothing. They're so random. And the Face ID and the codes and the text codes and the two-factor authentications, I made those just all out of this planet weird. So unfortunately, that's what we got to do. And I'm probably going to get locked out of my own accounts because I'm going to probably not remember how to get into them or know how to get through the password and security. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. So enjoy your rest of your Thursday and your week, guys. I appreciate you watching. Share this video. Let people know, what happened to me. I don't want it to happen to anybody else. Let people know, try to keep your phone and your wallets and your financial stuff separate. Don't keep anything in your phone, your notepads or your secure stuff, because people can get into it. They're very good at what they do. I even heard of people that would steal phones in crowded places, and then they would just hang around the person, and real quick they would go like that and get it, and then they'd turn it off and run out with the phone. So you never know who's watching you, who's looking at you, especially if you're somewhere where they think that you might be somebody that has money or somebody that might be worth their time. Clearly, unfortunately, I was worth their time. So that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and warn all of your friends and family. Let them know about my story. Let them see this video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.